Okay, today we've got a new electric skateboard that we're going to unbox. This is the R3 Mini from Enskate. Welcome to the Vapor Trail channel. I'm Tony, and yeah, today we've got another unboxing for an electric skateboard. Today it is the Enskate R3 Mini. Now this is the mini cousin to the R3. I'm just taking a nice leisurely skate right now. I'm enjoying this board. Short boards are different, and you'll see. I will be doing a full review of this skateboard very shortly, but today we just want to show you what's inside the box, so let's check it out.
Now that's one thing about having a YouTube channel. When you get new stuff, you're like, I can't open that just yet because I've got to film it. But yeah, I'm finally getting around to this. I did open the box once just to take a couple of pictures of the deck inside of the box. Post to social media, so this is actually my first time actually taking it out of the box and seeing what we've got. Well, I did slip my hand under the deck and pull this out of here. I just wanted to look at the manual. They do give you a user guide. It's actually very, very simple to understand. Back here, they've got a QR code in case you want to get in touch with them. I looked at this at first, I was like, wait a minute, because Chinese is the first language that's in here. And then you get past the Chinese and you get to the English. A little breakdown of everything that's inside of the box and some easy instructions. Now I recently picked these up, Shred Lights, and I gotta tell you, I'm pretty darn excited about these. I will do a full video on the Shred Lights, and it's kind of funny because I was like, all right, which board do I want to put them on? Because I've got 4 boards now. And I said, well, wait a minute. You don't have to decide because you could just buy mounts and put them on each one of the different boards. And then when you decide which board you want to ride, you just pop them off and put them onto the next board. That is really cool. Shred Lights are awesome. These are fully waterproof, and well, these ones right here are actually the tail lights. There we go. And then you can go through the different sequences that they do. You can have it just solid. You can change them to different modes. Pretty cool. I'm just kind of learning how to use them and all that kind of stuff, and then we will do a full video with these specifically. But I did want to see how these things would fit underneath the board. You can see the different mounts and stuff that they have there, so I thought it was a good idea to have these standing by. Okay, flip her around over here. And on the box itself, you know, they've got your certifications and stuff over here. There are some specs and stuff on the box. Nothing too crazy on here to note. All right, you ready? Oh, man. Okay, so this little foam thing that was on top of this, I don't really know. I mean, I guess it's like the shape of the board. That's just to push it down in there and keep the board from bouncing around inside of the box, so I guess we can just discard that. The sticker on here says warranty void if seals broken. I think that doesn't mean this. That just means the seals on the actual electronics and stuff like that. The thing is, a lot of times these companies, because they're all the way in China and things like that, you can't really just send the board in for repair. They'll go, okay, we're gonna send you some parts. I don't know about Enskate, but that's what a lot of the companies do. They'll send you the parts and you gotta do it yourself. So a lot of the stuff kind of is born from the DIY, and you're gonna have to learn how to do some stuff. Oh man, look at that. First of all, I really like these big orange wheels, man. It looks really good. And the board itself, you know, it's supposed to be kind of like a surfboard type of thing. You know, it's shaped a little bit like a surfboard, and it is. It is a short board, okay? So there's definitely a difference between this and a long board when you're out riding them. If you're not super familiar with riding skateboards, then you might want to go for a long board just because there's more stability and everything else. If you're a commuter and that long board is not going to work for tight spaces on a train or on a bus or anything like that, you might want to consider the smaller one. But yeah, either way, you can go slow on any one of the boards. And this looks really good. See, a lot of times you have a lot of protrusions on the bottom of the deck, and actually this is pretty lightweight for this size. I've got the Meepo Mini V2, and that's a heavy board. All right, I'm just gonna tear this up here. So weight definitely has factors into it when you're talking about a commuter board. This right here seems like it's gonna be great for that. Oh man, that is pretty darn slick looking right there. All right, we'll put this aside for a second. Okay, pull that out, and we've got some stickers here, Enskate. Typically you'll find those in one of these boxes. Got your power supply here, the charger, and this plugs in with a 3-prong type of thing. So you will need this specific charger for this board. And really, honestly, I would not try to mix and match any of these chargers. Whatever came with the board, use that. If you lose it or something happens to it, get a new one from that company that makes the board. There is a micro USB here, and this would be used to charge your remote. This is kind of cool. You got a little block here. This is actually used to clean your grip tape. I haven't seen one of these companies include that. Got your skate tool or tri tool. When I was a kid, we called this a skate key. So you've got everything that you're going to need right here on this one tool for everything that's on this board. And you should, when you get these boards, you should tighten everything up. It's kind of hard to get out of there, but this is a hex wrench that'll be used for the board as well. And last is the remote. Now, I saw on the website when I was researching this board while it was shipping, which took about, I'd say a week and a half, maybe 2 weeks max to get here. But I looked at the remote and I was like, okay, it's kind of an unremarkable remote. Now, their other boards do have nicer remotes with the display and all of that stuff on it. But for simplicity's sake, it reminds me of the one that I got with the Posway V4. Just very simple. You've got backwards and forward is a switch right there. This is your accelerator and your brake by pulling back, brake, forward, pretty easy. This right here is going to match up with the board, and those lights are probably going to give you the indicator for the speed of the board. And then there's a battery indicator up there. This right here is going to be your signal and the battery for the remote. That's funny, this little button right here actually has a little gear shift on it. So yeah, that's for shifting your gears, and that's the power. I think one of the things I like the most about this so far, I haven't ridden it or anything, it's really not that heavy. I'm gonna tell you right now, this is lighter than any of the other mini boards that I've examined myself. All right, so grip tape is not a padded grip tape or anything like that. That looks like it actually used a little bit of pressing down in some of the spots. Flip her over here, and let's get this tag off of here. It's a very clean looking board. This thing, man, it looks super, super clean. And I did want to look at this because, we've got the shred light here, and you can put mounts on the trucks that are going to put them right out here. So that looks like it would actually work on this quite well underneath. So you can either put them underneath or on top. So yeah, if I really enjoy this board, I'm going to put some mounts on this thing, and I will be using it with those wheels. The trucks on this are nice and wide. I've had even long boards that didn't have trucks that were that wide. And I'm going to guess that it's like that because it keeps the wheels away from the deck a lot more, all right? Because you don't want wheel bite. You don't want these wheels to go like that and hit the board and bite. Now, there are wheel wells that are built into the board, that are cut into the board, so that'll help. I don't think you're going to have much wheel bite with this. Everything seems really solid, and I like what they've done with this piece right here because, of course, your ESC is going to be in here, the brain of the board, and your battery is going to be in here. This looks like it's got metal on here for cooling. It's probably some kind of a cooling plate. Got a power button right there, and you've got the charge right there. And again, it is one of these 3-prong charges that are on there. Got your hub motors there, and Enskate, let's see, these are 78A 90 millimeter wheels that are on here. Of course, your front ones, same thing, except for these are sleeves around a hub, and these are full wheels that are on here. I will say that it looks really sleek. Let's go ahead and turn it on and check it out. Okay, board is on. Okay, once that's on, then we'll turn this on. And let's see, it is paired up. That's what it's telling me there. Gave me a green light for that battery on the remote, and the board is, let's see, let's just switch gears here. So it doesn't stay. Okay, well that's going to be interesting. Well, that's interesting. I'm going to have to look at that manual and figure out how you know what gear you're in, because usually it would tell you, 1, 2, 3, 4 or whatever on there. So, well, I'm going to play with it. I'm going to check it out. It does look like a really nice board, and it's nice and lightweight. I will say that some of these boards, they don't seem very consumer-ish, like if I bought this in the store, would it have all of its certifications and stuff? They seem to be taking a very consumer approach, and that's not a bad thing, as long as they're taking care of the consumer. It also has a nice kicktail to it. Well, we'll give you a full review on this after I've gotten a chance to ride it around for a little while and stuff. Wanted to go ahead and take her out of the box and show you what was inside the Enskate R3 Mini box.
So there we go. That's what's inside the box. Simple as that. You know, the only shortcoming I see for this is this remote. The board performs really well. I've been riding it quite a bit and I like it. It's just the remote. We'll talk about that when I do the full review. But Enskate, I think you've done a fantastic job on the board. Just got to fix up that remote for me anyways. But there we go. Hey, I want to thank you so much for your support here on the channel. Likes, comments, shares, subscriptions, always very important to my channel. So if you like what you see, hit that thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed yet, there is a red subscribe button down there as well as a notification bell. If you click both of those, you'll get notifications when I upload new videos. This review video will be coming soon. I have got a full review for the TRX 2.0 as well on deck, and the Meepo Mini V2, but it's a refurbished one, so I'm sure you'll be curious to see what my thoughts are on the refurbished ones, which you can get for $100 less on their website on Sundays. But that's going to do it for today. We'll catch you next time on the Vapor Trail channel.